Good evening and welcome to Estuary TV News. I'm Hugh Richards. On tonight's show we go down to Humberston Fitties to visit a disability charity, and I have Emma Lingard in the studio talking about what she and the news team will be up to this weekend. And we also chat to Martin Allingham about this weekend's Humberston Fun Run. But first, it's over to James Dunn for the News Roundup.
Hello, in the headlines today, a charity says that the recession is still biting for the poorest people in our area, and Grimsby Town launches a new drive for public support for a new stadium. 20% of homeless people staying at temporary accommodation with the Salvation Army are there purely because of the recession. That's according to the manager of the local Lifehouse, who says that economic growth in Britain has not filtered down to the poorest. And the charity too is suffering because their budget from local authority has been cut by a third because of cuts from central government. Neil Stamp said that alcohol and drug problems are still responsible for a large proportion of homelessness, but 15 to 20% of their clients find themselves homeless because of redundancy. And these people, who have worked all their lives, often don't know where to turn because they don't know the system.
Business in the southeast might be growing. In other parts of the country, I'm not so sure. And certainly in the social care sector, we're seeing that recession still biting. We've just had a reduction in our funding because the local authority has had its central government grant cut, so those cuts get passed on, and they've been passed on to homeless services and social services right across the county. So yeah, businesses might be doing all right, but individual people, it's still biting.
And if you want to know what the charity does, they're having an open day on Saturday to celebrate the second birthday of their building on the corner of Hainton Avenue and Eleanor Street, Grimsby. 3 men have been arrested after spending more than 3 hours on the roof of a Grimsby house after fleeing from police following a burglary. Police were called after the burglary on Peaksfield Avenue at 4 p.m, but the men fled from the property in the direction of Wheelsby Road. They then climbed onto the roof of a house on Rudham Avenue, and numerous officers from the police and Humberside Fire and Rescue had to wait until 7:14 p.m. when they eventually came down. And tempers flared between police and some of the onlookers who claimed to be friends of the men on the roof. Police have arrested a 16-year-old, a 19-year-old and a 23-year-old man for burglary. Disabled people in North East Lincolnshire will be better off thanks to a grant of £199,000 from Sport England. The much needed money will be invested in new equipment and staff to help the groups which meet regularly at Grimsby Leisure Centre. For years, work has been done to open access for those with disabilities to participate in sports rather than be spectators. It's resulted in sessions being held in cycling and trampolining. Physiotherapist Sue Over, who works with the group, is delighted the money has been given to them to help boost their activities.
The money is going to be spent to improve disability access and training of staff to improve the work we're already doing. We've been working for so long with very little money input and doing the best we can. Now we've actually got some money to help us train staff. So we're hoping to do extra trampoline training, hydrotherapy training and moving and handling training and awareness of working with people with disabilities.
Grimsby Town fans have launched a campaign with the club to get political support for a new stadium on Peaks Parkway. The Mariners Trust organised a leaflet drop yesterday at homes near the site and are encouraging them to sign an online petition backing the new development. A petition opposing the development has already been submitted to North East Lincolnshire Council, but the Trust chairman said he felt people that oppose it have been misled. At a press conference at Blundell Park yesterday, Chairman John Fenty said it was essential that they obtain political support from the stadium, which needs to be led by people living in the town. The aim is to get the site allocated for that purpose in the council's local plan, which designates land in the borough for certain purposes, such as housing or leisure. And the club stresses that the stadium and retail park will benefit the community as well as the club.
Now what we need is not just the support of the Mariners Trust members, but the support of the general public of Grimsby and Cleethorpes. And that is why I think I'm stressing that this is not just about a new football stadium. This is about a community facility that all of us can enjoy, whether that be our children, our grandchildren or whatever. So yes, Grimsby Town will get a new stadium out of it should it all go ahead, but I think that the much bigger picture is we have a state-of-the-art facility for everybody to enjoy.
And you can pledge your support by visiting www.gtfccommunitystadium.co.uk. That's all from me for now. I'll see you for the next bulletin.
A few weeks ago we met the Care for All group on our sofa, and they kindly invited us to their chalet on the Humberston Fitties. The chalet is unique in that it is for anyone who has a disability and allows them to have a holiday. Emma Lingard went to meet the Friends for All group who were down there for the weekend.
This chalet in Humberston has been fitted out to suit those with varying disabilities and needs by the Care for All group.
We've specifically adapted it for people with disabilities. So we've got a fully functioning shower room, all of the rooms have got extra wide doors so wheelchair access is not a problem, specific beds, hoists, you name it, we've kitted it out specifically for people with a disability.
With all mod cons to suit people's needs, it allows families to have a holiday in a tranquil setting.
We found that a lot of people wanted to get away with their families, wanted to have a break, but because of additional needs, they weren't able to do that. So we wanted to make sure that we could provide something that catered for that. And especially in this setting, it's great for everybody, not just a person with a disability. So yeah, it's good for the whole family.
The chalet has got the approval from Clare's Friends for All group too, which meet there for social gatherings.
It's really nice, and I think it's great here. To be honest, I'm just not looking forward to home time.
It's totally accessible for wheelchairs. It's all on one level, very spacious rooms to move about.
Because it's on the ground. And I like it because there's loads of space and it's peaceful and quiet.
I like the fact that it's fully accessible for people with disabilities, and the fact that it's somewhere that's quiet and there's not much hustle and bustle, but there's plenty of amenities around.
And it's not compulsory, but some of the group like to watch a certain local TV channel, even if one of the presenters makes them fall asleep.
Well, that's me all over, just as good as a mug of Horlicks. This Sunday sees the Humberston Fun Run take place, and earlier on I met Martin Allingham to find out more. I'm with Martin Allingham of the Humberston North Sea Lions. Martin, many thanks for joining us.
Pleasure.
You're organising a run.
Yes, the Humberston Fun Run and the streets of Humberston Village on Sunday the 4th of May, start at 10:30 at the Humberston Academy.
And how long is the run?
It's 3 miles long, 4.5 kilometres if you want it in the metric.
And how many people are you expecting?
Well, last year we had just over 500, so anything more than that would be great. The event's been going on for many years now, but we've been running it for, this would be our 8th year. It's a great fundraiser for us, and it's a good community event for Humberston Lions in Humberston.
How many? You had several hundred runners last year. How much money did you raise last year?
We made just over £840.
And this is important because this is money going to various local causes, I take it. What's the money going to?
Well, in our last year, we actually donated £12,000 into our local community to over 40 different causes, from thousands of pounds into big events down to with 7 lots of less than £100. But it could be people who have been hit hard, they've been burgled, their house caught fire, they need some furniture, so just the basics. And so anything from a washing machine through to providing transport for people who've had to go to clinics for specialist treatment, who are terminally ill and can't afford to get to the clinic in Leeds or somewhere. We help them with their travelling expenses.
And these and the beneficiaries of the funds raised are all from Humberston?
No, they're all throughout North East Lincolnshire.
And
95% plus is spent within North East Links.
And the runners themselves, are they all Humberstonians?
Oh no, they come from all over. We've had them from Louth, Immingham and everywhere in between.
Tell us a little bit more about the Humberston and North Sea Lions. How long's that organisation been running?
We formed in 2003 with 20 members. We now have 34 members of all ages and both sexes. It's a mixed club.
And these are local businesses, local traders?
Well, we're all individuals. We range from just a new member of 28 years old through till early 70s, so it's quite a broad range, but we have a lot of energy and we have a lot of fun doing it.
Well, and various other activities apart from the run, I take it?
Oh yes, last year we had an It's a Knockout at the Cleethorpes Meridian and raised well over £10,000 from that. That's our big event. And we do a fashion show, we do talent show. We got a 60s, 70s dance night coming up soon. So it's all sorts of different events.
What do people need to do if they want to take part in the run?
If they go to a selection of news agents,
yes,
they can get application form from them. Or our website, www.humberstonlions.co.uk. Click on Humberston Fun Run,
right,
and you can download the entry form from there. It'll tell you on there which news agents to take it to. And if you do that before the 30th of April, it'll cost you £4 for an adult, £2 for under 14s. Little ones under 5s go free. But alternatively, after the 30th, turn up on the day, Sunday the 4th, and you pay just £1 more, £5 and £3.
Need any special equipment, any special training?
No, just a bit of enthusiasm, going for a bit of fun. We have some runners, and we have joggers, and we have joggers and walkers. We have a disabled section as well, the shorter course for those who are less able to do the full distance. And we have all abilities from pushchairs, dogs, through to people who've had them in their 80s. And
just remind us, where and when should people turn up?
Humberston Academy, Sunday the 4th of May, 10:30 in the morning.
Martin,
that's when it starts, so turn up at 9:30 to 10 o'clock to log on.
Martin, thank you very much. That's very
Pleasure.
good of you. Recently we had members of the Lincolnshire Regency Society in talking about their weekend of events in Horcastle starting this Friday. Estuary TV news editor Emma Lingard joins me here as we've got some news from those events. Emma, tell me what's going on.
Oh yeah, well, as a result of Julie and her friends coming in to talk to us, we've got a special invitation, Hugh. Yourself, myself and James are all going to the ball.
Excellent.
On Sunday evening.
Well, Cinderella, I'll certainly be there.
But we do have to wear Regency costume.
That's no cost whatsoever. I can't wait. Get my
wear the frock coat
and a tricorn hat and a pair of breeches and oh yes, that'd be absolutely wonderful.
Well, it should, shouldn't it?
And what it's the Regency's always going to be popular. Are you you're a fan of the old
I
bodice
have to
ripping?
say, I do love Jane Austen. I mean, Emma, I was named after the novel because my mother absolutely loved Emma.
And are you as much as an interfering busybody as Emma Woodhouse was? I think I can answer that myself.
No, I'm not a meddling matchmaker. I certainly don't go around trying to pair my friends up with different people. I think it's the other way around.
I had to read Mansfield Park for an A-level a long time ago, and the heroine is Fanny Price. And if somebody had just given Fanny Price a bit of a good time, somewhere around page 40, that book would be so much more readable. She's insufferable, absolutely awful.
Well, I'm not familiar with it, but I like Pride and Prejudice. Of course, I grew up when Colin Firth was Mr. Darcy.
It's a universally acknowledged fact. Yes.
Yeah,
truth, I think.
Mr. Darcy, as I say, is out there somewhere.
Are you looking forward to the dancing?
I am. You see, this is it. I mean, we're going in costume and we are doing this for a package. But yeah, dancing, we're going to have to learn.
Anyway, that's all from us. If you have any stories, please email at estuary.tv or contact us via our Twitter or Facebook pages. We'll pick up the telephone and call 01472 315561. Until tomorrow, goodbye.